Good Friday afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team meteorologist Keely Chalmers with a look at your forecast. And we have got a warm one for you. In fact, we are looking at potentially record heat this weekend. Our forecast high for Sunday, we have it tying the current high temperature of 98 degrees. Could we beat that? Well, there is a chance. So, yeah, we got hot weather, lots of sunshine for the weekend. We do still have a slight chance for some afternoon showers and storms across the state. Certainly seeing those already pop up over the high country, some of those sliding down over the lower elevations as well. As we take a live look in Power Field, it is looking nice, it is looking dry, and we're at 90 degrees outside the 9 News studios right now. Winds out of the northwest 3 miles per hour. So our weather headlines, drier and hotter, that tops our headlines. Of course, the heat this weekend and the sunshine. Again, temperatures climbing to potentially record territory. Isolated gusty storms in the forecast for today. Low coverage, but again, we're going to see a few of those pop up. Again, the threats, not so much the rain like we saw over the last several days, but those gusty winds. I mean, we certainly felt those gusty winds, no question, over the last couple of days as well. A lot of those associated with some rain as well. But today, not a lot of moisture. Most of the moisture has shifted off to the west of us. We are hot and we are dry as we head into the weekend. Current temperatures right now are in the 80s, low 90s for the most part across the plains. Actually, just a couple 90-degree readings, one here at 9 News, the other at DIA. Otherwise, temperatures mainly in the 80s, temperatures in the mountains in the upper 60s and 70s right now, some low 80s as well. So for the metro area, about a 20% chance we'll see a storm after about now. So this afternoon, mostly sunny, 91 degrees. And as those storms move through, again, we're going to get some outflow with those storms, much like we've seen over the last couple of days. And so those winds are really going to kick up. So expect those 20, 30 mile per hour wind gusts as well as those storms kind of roll through. And again, even if the storms aren't close, those outflow winds we can still feel quite a distance away. Forecast highs again for today, mainly in the 80s and low 90s, so pretty close to where we are going to be. We might top out in the next hour or so as we get a little bit more of that daytime heating. And again, upper 60s and 70s in the mountains. So we're starting to see, again, like we mentioned earlier, those thunderstorms firing up over the southern mountains, and you can see those little lightning bolts there. That's indicating obviously some thunder and lightning associated with these storms. Also some storms moving in south of the Palmer Divide, and that's likely where we'll see those stronger storms develop this afternoon and this evening. So we do have a marginal, a level 1 risk, and that does include the Denver metro area south to Colorado Springs and out east and north as well. So this is where we could see, again, those stronger storms with the gusty winds, the main threat heading into the evening hours, putting our forecast into motion here as we head into the afternoon. So about 3:30, those stronger storms over the southern mountains develop, and as we head into the 4, 5, 6 o'clock, really just some isolated hit or miss storms rolling over the I-25 corridor. So a lot of that energy being met with really dry air down here at the lower elevations, so they're going to dry out quite a bit. And again, not a lot of rain associated with these storms, but plenty of winds and the stronger storms south along the Palmer Divide, though. Fort Collins, Greeley, you may hear some rumbles of thunder and get some quick moving storms moving through this afternoon as well. And this evening, that's about 6:30, 5, 6, 6:30, where you can see some of those showers and storms. Stronger storms to the south and east of the metro area this evening, and then everything just kind of drying out and dying down after about midnight tonight. So Futurecast zooming into the metro area. Again, metro area looking to dodge in most of those storms, but up Fort Collins, Greeley could see a quick moving storm up to the north as well, and of course to the south and east of Castle Rock. So Elbert County, again, looking at a little bit of activity as we've seen over the last several days. Again, not as much moisture with these storms. All right, here's a look at our weather pattern. I want to kind of take this back if we can. I think we have the time, about 2:05, so we're pretty good here. So here's how our weather pattern has been. So we've had this ridge of high pressure circulating to the south and east, and that has been taking that Gulf moisture and rotating right on into Colorado. So that is what has helped fuel And those storms that we saw over the last couple of days, really moisture-packed storms because of all the subtropical moisture in them. What's happening is that ridge of high pressure, also that ridge of high pressure bringing that record-breaking heat across the the east coast and really the central plains, that is shifting. Now that is shifting to the west. So not only are we seeing a shift in that rotation of the moisture now moving to the west, so we're getting that moisture in over Arizona as well as Utah, taking it out of the Colorado and then broadening that ridge of high pressure. You can see it expanding all the way into Colorado. So the ridge isn't necessarily shifting, it's broadening. So almost over the entire country we have this ridge of high pressure. We're talking about heat, sunshine, record-breaking heat in some areas over much of the country. So, and again, Colorado now going to be under the influences as we head into the weekend with those temperatures climbing to record territory and the moisture being shifted to the west of us. So as you can imagine, that will create an increase in wildfire danger. We don't have the moisture, we have the heat, and we're getting a little bit of wind activity as well. As those winds rotate around that ridge of high pressure, we're seeing that smoke from the wildfires that are burning currently in Arizona and Utah. That wind is shifting right on into Colorado and just settling in along the Front Range as well. So again, we're going to see that haze kind of thicken up this evening and continuing as we have this weather pattern continue over the next couple of days. So expect some hazy conditions. We do have what was a fire weather watch earlier today has now increased, not surprising, to a fire weather warning over across the western slope for tomorrow. I mean, that is not surprising with that ridge of high pressure. That thing is amazing, bringing dry, hot conditions, a little bit of wind, and we're not going to get that rain. So again, the fire conditions are just ripe for any type of wildfire to start, even with just a simple spark. Mostly sunny tomorrow here in the metro area, 93 degrees, so warmer and drier, a little bit windy. Those winds out of the southwest gusting up to 20 miles per hour. Forecast highs, again, 90s. We are getting in the triple digits. Forecast highs down across the southern plains, 70s and 80s up in the mountains. As for record heat, we could at least tie a record. That's at least what we're forecasting for right now. So the record high on Sunday, 98 degrees. I was set back in 1964. Our forecast high is 98. So again, we are getting into record territory. On Monday, the record is 100. Our forecast high 97, but still getting close. So we're going to stay in the 90s through Tuesday, and then a little bit of cool down. We do have some weather moving in, and that is going to bring us some scattered showers and storms. Always welcome to see the rain, the lightning, and not so much. Temperatures will cool down as well with highs in the low 80s. So that is a quick look at your forecast on this Friday. Of course, we will keep you posted on any type of fire danger. Again, that fire weather watch now upgraded to a fire weather warning across the western slope. We are in store for hot, dry conditions throughout the weekend, and again, not a lot of moisture. So anybody outside, just be careful with any type of open flame. Those fire conditions ripe for any type of fire or spark to spread quickly. We will keep you updated throughout the weekend here on 9 News. And always, you can check in on 9 News Plus for weather updates throughout, and really on demand. Whenever you want to find out about the weather, just head over to 9 News Plus, and we will keep you updated. Thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Keely Chalmers. Have a great day.